Good morning. Happy January 10th, and welcome back to my playthrough of The Leaf Riders of Wrenwood, where yesterday we investigated the Tree of Seasons and we noticed maybe a little bit of discoloration or something, and we passed that off, and it turned out that there's a fungus that while they've seen it before, the timing is horrible because of the upcoming festival. So let's get right back into it and see what we can do about this fungus. All right, so we'll tear this off. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it looks like we've got kind of like a map of, I assume, this like cathedral or this place where the festival is going to be held. So we have Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. Wednesday, Deep Winter. And it notes Chinese New Year and Lunar New Year. So there we go. This is a very busy little page, so I'm going to take a quick look here to make sure there isn't treasure to be found here. There's kind of a lot going on this page. So it just feels like it would be easy to hide the little backpack icon somewhere. I don't see it though, so hopefully I don't notice it in editing. Okay, so it says you must go to the castle garden for supplies to take care of the fungus. The castle will be busy with preparations for today's festivities. Get through quickly. Okay, interesting. So it said get through quickly. I don't know if there will be any impact from visiting too many locations on the way, but that's something to note. And it says begin at the X and navigate around the map. Visit each numbered area along your path. Explore and resolve each area you visit before you choose your next. Okay, so we need to go to the castle garden, which is 3. And it looks like, yeah, so like 5 and 2. Actually, the only one I think we have to do would be 1. Because we could just leave the room we're in, go down go down the hallway that's marked as 1, and then we could just go to 3, which is where we actually need to get. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Last time we had one of these kind of like dungeon setups, when we got to the room that was like the room that mattered, it said you can go back and explore more. Um, I don't know if it'll say that this time, but because it specifically says get through quickly, I don't want to do the extraneous things, because you know we want to at least make sure we have the best chance to get the thing to deal with the fungus. So okay, so let's go. So we have to do area 1. Okay. The hallways are bustling with festival preparations, making it challenging to maneuver through the crowds of people, there's a little typo, through the crowds of people swiftly. Some are busy, while others are eager to chat and socialize. You must remain courteous as you try to get past with urgency. So we're going to roll a d20 and we're going to add our charisma. All right. As you can see, I changed to a different set of dice again, just, keep it interesting. All right, so d20 plus our charisma. Okay, so that's a 7, and our charisma is plus 0. So total of 7. If the result is 10 or less, you have difficulty navigating crowded rooms and hallways. Take a -2 penalty on all other rolls on the page. Okay. Now, so we went down the hallway, and I am just going to head straight to number 3, which is the garden. Okay. This path leads to the garden. It is your last stop. Feel free to explore the castle further before returning here. Okay. Again, since it said that kind of like it did last time, I'll trust that there is not kind of a penalty for doing that. So let's go ahead and go into 6 then, which looks to be like somewhere where we would eat, cafeteria isn't really the word for a castle. I don't know. I guess like just the mess hall. I don't know I don't know if I'm just blanking on the word or if I just don't. If there just isn't a good word in my head for it, because I always think of like people eating, um, in kind of like a throne room almost. But all right. So yeah, so we'll go into 6. This grand ballroom, there we go, has just been cleaned, mopped, and polished. The floor is slippery. Be careful. Okay, so we need to roll a d20 and add our dexterity to try not to slip here. Okay, we rolled a 4, and our dex is +2, so that's a 6. So if the result is 7 or less, in haste, you slip on the wet floor and fall. Reduce your health by 1. Okay, so let's do that. So we go down to 7. So we've already taken more damage with this character than we had with Tack. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and head across the way after slipping and falling. Let's head into room number 4. The kitchen is bustling with all the staff and chefs busy preparing for a huge dinner for the castle this evening. You must navigate through here carefully. So, again, we're rolling a d20 and adding our dexterity. Okay, we rolled a 7, and we add our dex, which is +2, so that's a 9. If the result is between 8 and 14, you pass by too closely. You pass by too closely by a prep cook cutting vegetables. They accidentally poke you with a knife. Reduce your health by 1. Yikes. Okay. So it's interesting. We've gone to 2 kind of extra rooms that we didn't need to go to, and in both of them, we ended up losing health. So now I'm wondering if the going quickly was kind of a hint telling you, like, don't go to the other rooms. We've got 2 and 5 left. 2 appears to be a staircase up somewhere else in the castle that we can't see. 5, I can't really tell what that is. If we look at this again, yeah, I can't really tell. I mean, it kind of just looks like it's like a storage room almost. Do we want to risk it and potentially lose health? I don't think we do. Like it feels like it's been not profitable so far going to the extra rooms. So let's just go to 3. Okay. So, this path leads to the garden. It is your last stop. Happy turning leaf to you. How is the tree today, and what do you need from the garden? The exit to the outside is guarded by vigilant castle personnel. You would typically not have issues with access, but the guard knows you are the apprentice tree keeper and is excited to ask you about the tree. Do you tell the truth? Okay, so we can say yes or no. And it says here what happens. So if we say yes, we'll gain a virtue, and the guard will become sad and worried. So we're going to do that. So we will say yes, we'll gain a virtue, and the guard becomes sad and worried, but lets you out to get what you need. I think it's generally good, to be honest. I don't see any real reason to lie here. All right. So let's go ahead and mark our virtue here. So we were at 0, and we're now at 1, which I believe is also where we were at with Tack. So that's good to know. All right. So we were able to get to the garden and get what we needed, which is great. And I imagine tomorrow we will take that back and try to apply it to help fix the tree. So hopefully that goes well. But until tomorrow, have a great day. All right, I have a little second section to today's recording because I realized after I stopped recording and was getting ready to edit it real quick that I definitely did something wrong on the page. I was supposed to take a -2 penalty to all of my other rolls on the page, and I did not do that. So I believe when we went to 6, we rolled low, and luckily it was if the result is 7 or less. So that one we did the correct thing because our result was just already low enough. But when we went to 4, which was the kitchen, I believe we rolled a 7, and we added 2 because of our dexterity, but we needed to also subtract 2. So that actually takes us back down to 7. And that one was if the result is 7 or less, you bump into a kitchen assistant who spills boiling water at your feet, reduce your health by 2. So we didn't actually get poked by a knife. We had boiling water covering our feet and burning us. So we already took 1, so we need to take 1 more here. And go to 5. And that actually, I'm actually even happier now with my decision not to keep looking in other rooms because, yeah, if I'd remembered the -2 penalty, I'm even just less likely to do well on this page anyway. So, okay, just a little addendum there. Sorry about that. Hopefully I won't forget things like that in the future. All right, have a great day.